So hello everybody, good morning and buenos dias, and a very warm welcome to all of you to the 7th Annual Latin American Spectrum Management Conference. My name is Dan Kraft, and on behalf of everyone at Forum Global, I'd like to say how great it is to have you all with us here today. Just a quick comment in terms of the numbers that we have registered for the event. We have over 600 people who have registered to attend this conference from all across the Americas region and from around the rest of the world, which really is fantastic. And at the last count, I think we had 63 different countries represented on the delegate list as well, which shows that as well as having a lot of you here from the Americas region, as I mentioned, from all over the world, people are attending the event. So welcome to all of you, and it really is great to have you all with us. Our plan initially for this year's conference, as with all of our events, was of course to hold it in person, as we normally would. And we were originally planning on holding the event in Colombia, where it was going to be hosted by ANE and run alongside ANE's annual Spectrum Congress. For obvious reasons, this in the end wasn't possible. And as well as ANE, alongside them as well, we took the decision to switch things to a virtual format. Despite this, however, we're delighted to have still been able to maintain the partnership that we had with our colleagues and friends at ANE, and to hold the event back to back with their Congress, which took place yesterday. I hope that many of you were able to also join for that. I managed to follow a few of the sessions myself in amongst all the final preparation for the event here, and it seemed a great event. So congratulations to ANE and to everyone involved there. So for those of you who have participated at one of our online conferences before, you'll be familiar, I guess, by now with the platform that we use. So we built this platform to not only allow for all of the panels and presentations to take place, but also to try and replicate some of the benefits that you get at a face-to-face event in terms of things like networking, interaction, side meetings, exhibition stands. So really to try and enable you to find or to feel some of those benefits that you get at a face-to-face event. We're going to be showing a video a bit later on to provide you with more information about this and about how to make the most of your time with us at the conference and use all the different areas of the platform. So we do invite you to please take advantage of all these different opportunities to get involved. Please do leave your comments for the speakers, leave your questions for the speakers, get involved in the networking, use the one-to-one meeting areas, and really it's the way to get the most out of the platform. So please do make sure you take advantage of those. I mentioned there about the comments and questions for the speakers. So the area which I can see already that a number of you have found, which is great, the area that you can use to post your questions, to post your comments, and also just to liaise and interact with other people who are on the platform, is the chat area on the right-hand side of your screen. So please do make use of that, even if it's just at the start now, to say hello and to start chatting with people. All of the questions that are posted up there will be passed to the moderators and the speakers and panelists during each of the sessions. So yeah, we do want to hear from you, so please do make sure you're getting involved. In a second, it's going to be my pleasure to officially open the conference and to get things started by introducing our two opening keynote speakers. But before we do that, I just wanted to mention a couple of things on the housekeeping side. So first of all, and very importantly, at this event, it's different to any of the other events that we've done so far. So this is the first time we've actually had this active at the event. I wanted to mention simultaneous translation. So I'm obviously speaking in English now, and I do apologize for my Spanish. I think if I was trying to speak in Spanish, then very few of you, unfortunately, would understand what I was saying. So apologies for that, but I'm going to be speaking in English. Many of our speakers will be speaking in Spanish, but some will also be speaking in English throughout the duration of the event. So we do have simultaneous translation available in English and Spanish throughout the event. And you can see on the screen beside me how you can access that. So there's two ways that you can access the platform for the translation. You can either go to the URL, the website that is listed on the screen here, and also on the ticker at the bottom of the screen, which is app.interactio.io. Or alternatively, if you're on a mobile phone, you can either use the Android or iOS app. If you search for Interactio in your app store, then you can download that. And then in both cases, what you then need to do is very simple. As you open that up, you'll see a box appear, enter the event code Spectrum, and then you want to pick the session that's currently taking place, and that will give you the translation. So once again, English and Spanish translation throughout the duration of the event. If anyone has any problems with that or isn't able to access it, then please do write on the chat or get in touch with us and any of our colleagues, and we can help. But yeah, that's going to be available throughout the duration of the event. Next up, I want to say a big thank you to all of our sponsor and partner organizations for their support of this event. Once again, we really are grateful to all of you for all of your support. Without this, the event really wouldn't be possible. So you can see the logos of all of our different partners, all of our different sponsors on the screen next to me. Thank you all so much, and yeah, it really is appreciated, everything that you do to make this event possible and to make it actually happen. I also wanted to mention our hashtag for the event. So you can see this at the top of the screen here. It's hashtag LATAM Spectrum. So the event, as well as being broadcast here on the platform, is also being streamed live out on YouTube and on Twitter via the Global Spectrum Series account. So for anybody who's joining us in that way, or for anybody else who wants to have a look at the tweets and messages that are being posted about the event on social media, or of course to add your own tweets, please do make sure you use the hashtag LATAM Spectrum, and that's the thing to use there. Finally, I wanted to mention the presentations and the session recordings that are happening today. So all of the presentations, all of the sessions throughout the duration of the event are going to be recorded and are going to be made available afterwards. So you will be receiving at the end of each day a link to enable you to download all of the recordings from the different sessions that have taken place that day. And that link will also be posted in the main reception area on the platform. So you'll be able to watch back any sessions that you missed or want to rewatch as well. So now on to the program for today. So the program you can see has appeared on the screen next to me here. Quick thing to mention, all of the times here are in local Bogota time. If you want to check out the times in your own time zone, in the reception area on the platform, the times on there should have auto-corrected to your time zone, so you can see exactly what time all the sessions are taking place. So today we're going to start very shortly with our opening ceremony, and I'm going to be delighted to introduce our two keynote speakers for that very shortly. Following that, we're going to be having the first opportunity for you guys to get involved in an interactive session. So we're calling the session Make Your Introductions. It's going to be a chance to find out a little bit more about the platform and to try out some of the different networking areas that are available. So that will be coming up very shortly as well. Following that, we move on to our first sessions in terms of the content for the session. So we're going to be starting with a focus today on 5G, really. So we have 3 sessions today looking at different aspects of 5G rollout. First of all, we start with 2 introductory presentations to set the scene on that, which will be taking place at 10 o'clock. And we then have our first panel taking place at 10:40, where we're going to be hearing from representatives from some of different countries around the region on the progress that has been made in their countries on rollout and update of 5G awards. Following that, we have time to take breath with a short 20-minute break before we're back in with a second session to build on the early discussions on 5G. Second session looking at 5G, looking at things from a regional perspective and bringing together different stakeholders to focus on the importance of harmonization when you're looking at building a 5G strategy. And then finally, we're finishing up today with the first group of our showcase sessions. So the showcase sessions are sessions that are led specifically by some of our partner organizations at the event. So think of them as breakout sessions. So these sessions will be taking place in parallel. So you will need to choose which of these you want to attend during this period of the event. But as I said, don't worry, they are all being recorded. So if you wanted to attend more than one, I'm afraid you will have to choose, but then you'll be able to watch back any other sessions later on at your convenience, I suppose. So the 3 sessions that we have taking place today to kick off the showcases, on showcase stage 1, we have a session which is focusing on Spectrum, the answer to LATAM's connectivity questions, and that's going to be hosted by SOA. On showcase stage 2, we're going to be having a showcase looking at 5G, a new era for digital transformation, hosted by Ericsson. And on showcase stage 3, the session is going to be focusing on unlocking the power of the 3.5 gigahertz range in LATAM for 5G. And that's hosted by GSMA. So those will all be taking place in the showcase sessions, which you can find in the main stage area of the platform. So without further ado, I would now like to officially open the conference and to welcome to the stage our keynote speakers for the welcome addresses for the event. So we're delighted to have with us two people who I'm sure need very little introduction from me and are very well known and throughout the region and globally in terms of the spectrum policy world. So I'd like to welcome Oscar Leon, Executive Secretary of CTEL, and Mario Manovitz, Director of the Radio Communications Bureau at the ITU. So Oscar, Mario, welcome, and it's fantastic to have you both with us. And as ever, we really appreciate the support of both CTEL and ITU in everything that we've been doing in the build-up to this event. So thank you to you both for that. Thank you to your teams for that, and a huge personal thank you from me for joining us today for this opening ceremony. So without further ado, then I would like to first of all pass the floor to Oscar and invite you to give your opening keynote address. Oscar, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you for having me. Good morning, everyone. I do my opening remarks in Spanish for the convenience of most of the attendees. Apreciado Mario Maniewicz, director de Oficina de Radiocomunicaciones de la Unión Internacional de Telecomunicaciones, estimados colegas y amigos, primero de todo quiero dar un agradecimiento a Forum Global por invitarme en representación de la Comisión Interamericana de Telecomunicaciones, la CITEL, a la apertura de esta séptima conferencia sobre gestión de espectro en América Latina. Yo creo que todos somos conscientes que este año se puso de manifiesto que las tecnologías de información y comunicaciones son un insumo fundamental, indispensable para las economías nacionales y que han permitido compensar en cierto grado los impactos negativos del COVID-19 para ayudar a ingresar, para que se pueda hacer la inclusión económica y social. Y definitivamente a lo que estamos haciendo, teletrabajo, telestudio, ha sido una herramienta completamente fundamental. Durante esa pandemia del COVID-19 se destacó en las Américas uno de nuestros mayores desafíos y es justamente la desigualdad digital. No solo entre países, sino también al interior de cada país y principalmente estas disparidades en el acceso a la conectividad y gravemente también por preocupaciones de seguridad en línea. Y estas disparidades también se han debido a retrasos en varios de los casos en los cronogramas para la asignación de las licencias de espectro, demoras en adoptar nuevas tecnologías y en buscar nuevos enfoques a la gestión de espectro, especialmente en América Latina y el Caribe. Por ejemplo, según un estudio que se presentó ahora a inicios de noviembre sobre conectividad rural en América Latina y el Caribe, fue realizado por la IICA, el BID, el Banco Interamericano de Desarrollo, y Microsoft. Lo hicieron en 24 países de América Latina y el Caribe y se identificaron que al menos 77 millones de personas que viven en los territorios rurales de esa zona, América Latina y Caribe, carecen de conectividad con estándares mínimos de calidad. Eso equivale aproximadamente a la mitad de lo que es disponible en áreas urbanas. Luego esto evidencia justamente esa diferencia, esa inequidad digital. En lo que va en este año 2020, la pandemia nos ha obligado a replantear la manera de trabajar y bueno, hemos buscado en la CITEL continuar y hemos realizado de manera virtual los comités consultivos permanentes, que son justamente la base de las actividades que tenemos. Y de esa manera hemos buscado darle continuidad a los grupos de trabajo que están presentes en cada uno de estos dos comités. Tenemos una alta expectativa sobre las preparaciones para la Conferencia Mundial de Radio del 2023, sobre todo en atención a lo que pasó en el ciclo anterior, donde se logró que aproximadamente el 98% de las 309 propuestas interamericanas presentadas por ACITEL fueran adoptadas directa o indirectamente. En la región de las Américas estamos trabajando actualmente para definir nuestra nueva estructura del grupo de trabajo sobre los preparativos de la CMR23. También estamos seleccionando los portavoces para cada punto de agenda y también revisando, actualizando el procedimiento para llegar a los acuerdos de las propuestas interamericanas. Me complace anunciar que del 30 de noviembre al 4 de diciembre de este año, en unas pocas semanas, tendremos la 36 reunión de nuestro Comité Consultivo Permanente 2. Este es justamente el de radiocomunicaciones, satélites. Y allí continuaremos el debate y la cooperación regional en las cuestiones relacionadas con la planificación, la la coordinación, la armonización y uso eficiente del espectro radioeléctrico, en especial para implementar, no solamente para revisión de la CMR23, también para implementar los acuerdos de la CMR19 que se reflejaron en el reglamento de radiocomunicaciones. Bueno, estimados colegas, recuerden que dentro de los mandatos que tenemos en la CITEL, en el CCP2, se encuentra el de promover entre los 34 Estados miembros de las Américas la armonización en el uso del espectro radioeléctrico, teniendo en cuenta la necesidad de prevenir y evitar interferencias perjudiciales, así como también considerar el entorno electromagnético y sus posibles efectos en el ser humano. Otro mandato es el de discutir y compartir prácticas innovadoras en la gestión eficiente de espectro. Aquí es donde va lo que les hablo de la importancia de pensar en nuevos modelos que nos permitan hacer de una mejor manera el uso de las telecomunicaciones en nuestros países. También el de estimular y fomentar el desarrollo de los servicios de radiocomunicaciones. No voy a anunciar todas, pero rescaté las cuatro importantes. La otra que creo que es importante es la de fomentar la investigación y el desarrollo de nuevas tecnologías que permitan la implementación de redes y servicios de radiocomunicaciones con un uso más eficiente de espectro. Por lo tanto, atención a los mandatos que tenemos, los invito a presentar sus propuestas antes de finalizar el próximo día lunes, el 16 de noviembre, para que estas puedan ser consideradas dentro de la 36 reunión. Bueno, finalmente les deseo a todos, o a todos nosotros nos deseo los mejores éxitos en estos 4 días de discusiones, debates en las bandas, tecnologías y estrategias claves para el futuro de la 5G, la preparación de la CMR23, definitivamente mirar lo que ha pasado y la recuperación digital para justamente después de esta pandemia del COVID, y bueno, mirar qué va a pasar con el futuro de la banda de 6 GHz y la banda C que tanta discusión ha generado a nivel mundial. Muchas gracias, Dan.
Oscar, thank you so much, and yeah, really appreciate those words to open the conference. And I think I echo what you say. I think the whole theme of WRC23 is going to be something that I'm sure is revisited throughout the days of the event, and I know we definitely have sessions on that tomorrow. So thank you so much. Really appreciate you being with us and helping us to open the conference in this way. So thank you so much, Oscar. So Oscar, of course, mentioned WRC23, and I'd now like to welcome to the stage someone who I'm sure will also very likely be mentioning WRC23 in his introductory remarks, and that's Mario Manovitz, Director of the Radio Communication Bureau at ITU. So Mario, welcome, and I know as at previous events, you're going to be back with us again tomorrow as part of the session that we have that's focusing specifically on WRC23. But for now, I would like to pass the floor to you and ask you to give us your opening keynote presentation to help us open the event. So Mario, thank you for being here, and the floor is yours.
Thanks very much, Dan. Really, I appreciate the invitation and the pleasure to be here today with all of you. So I will also deliver my opening remarks in Spanish. So apologies for those that don't understand, but I understand there is interpretation, so no problem with that. So, estimado Oscar León, secretario ejecutivo de la CITEL, distinguidos participantes, queridos amigos, un saludo cordial para todos ustedes. Es un placer para mí el dirigirme a ustedes hoy en la apertura de esta 7ª conferencia de gestión de espectro para América Latina. Este evento proporcionará una evaluación estratégica de dónde se encuentra la región después de la CMR19 y hacia dónde quiere ir en términos tanto de la gestión del espectro como de las políticas del espectro en los próximos años, a medida que construimos el camino hacia la CMR23. Un año ha pasado ya desde la Conferencia Mundial de Radiocomunicaciones, que reunió a más de 3.400 participantes en la ciudad de Sharm el Sheikh, en Egipto, representando a 163 Estados miembros y 129 organizaciones observadoras. Como ustedes saben muy bien, la CMR19 identificó frecuencias adicionales para IMT o 5G, como se la conoce popularmente, definió un marco para la regulación de grandes constelaciones de satélites de órbita no geoestacionaria, identificó bandas adicionales para plataforma de gran altura y modificó las condiciones aplicadas a las RLAN en la banda de 5 GHz. Estos y otros resultados de la conferencia permiten ya la implementación de nuevas tecnologías y servicios en todo el mundo, al tiempo que protegen a los servicios existentes. Aprovecho esta oportunidad para informarles que la edición 2020 del Reglamento de Radiocomunicaciones ya está disponible y les invito a descargarla en forma gratuita desde el sitio web de la UIT. La UIT también ha actuado y actualizado en las bases de datos y los sistemas informáticos para que a partir del 1 de enero del 2021, cuando entren en vigor todas las disposiciones del Reglamento de Radiocomunicaciones, estemos listos para aplicar plenamente las decisiones de la CMR 19. Quería recordarles también que en el transcurso del Seminario Mundial de Radiocomunicaciones de la UIT, que se llevará a cabo a finales de este mismo mes, presentaremos en detalle la aplicación de las disposiciones del Reglamento de Radiocomunicaciones y los invito entonces a registrarse cuanto antes para participar en dicho evento. Queridos amigos, con la exitosa celebración de la Asamblea de Radiocomunicaciones y la Conferencia Mundial de Radiocomunicaciones del 2019, hemos concluido un ciclo a nivel internacional. Corresponde ahora a las administraciones nacionales el desarrollar estrategias coordinadas que maximicen el potencial de cada una de estas tecnologías en beneficio de la población latinoamericana. Hemos comenzado ahora un nuevo ciclo y con mira a la CMR 23 hay varios puntos del orden del día de particular interés para la región. En efecto, desde la posibilidad de considerar la identificación de la banda C y otras bandas intermedias para las IMT, hasta la posibilidad de considerar el uso de estaciones en plataformas de gran altura, como estaciones base IMT, las llamadas HIPS, o la adición de una nueva asignación primaria al servicio fijo por satélite en la región 2, son algunos ejemplos de importantes aspectos de especial interés para la región. Escucharemos las perspectivas de todos ustedes sobre algunos de estos temas de la CMR 23 durante los próximos días. Queridos participantes, si nos fijamos en el estado de conectividad en América Latina, observamos que el porcentaje de suscripciones móviles ha superado el 100%. Sin embargo, el porcentaje de usuarios únicos de Internet móvil es solo del 52% y el número de suscripciones de banda ancha fija es apenas del 13%. Por lo tanto, es muy claro que todavía hay oportunidades significativas de desarrollo en el sector en nuestra región. Con esta finalidad, los países de América Latina están planeando organizar subastas para la 5G. La 5G promete ofrecer una banda ancha móvil mejorada y apoyar el Internet de las cosas, así como la llamada cuarta revolución industrial. Pero esto llevará tiempo. Mientras que las conexiones 2G y 3G están disminuyendo, las conexiones 4G están aumentando rápidamente. Según la GSMA, en 2025, la 4G representará el 67% del total de conexiones, mientras que la 5G representará el 7% de las conexiones en América Latina. Somos conscientes que será a través de la conectividad inicialmente basada en 4G que los países arribarán gradualmente a la 5G. Si pasamos ahora de los servicios móviles a los servicios satelitales, la inclusión en la agenda de la CMR 23 de estudios dirigidos específicamente a nuevos recursos de espectro satelital para las Américas muestra lo vívida que permanece la industria de los satélites en nuestra región. Desde la observación de la Tierra hasta las comunicaciones vía satélite, los sistemas satelitales son esenciales para proporcionar a todos los ciudadanos latinoamericanos una serie de servicios básicos, incluso en áreas remotas. Queridos amigos, desde mi elección como director de la Oficina de Radiocomunicaciones de la UIT, he tenido el privilegio de liderar el procesamiento de los primeros registros de frecuencias satelitales de varios países de América Latina, en particular en los casos de Costa Rica, Ecuador, Guatemala y Perú. Dar la bienvenida a estos países en el selecto club de las naciones espaciales ha sido particularmente grato para mí. De hecho, eliminar la brecha digital requerirá la expansión de la cobertura de la banda ancha, tanto fija como móvil, terrestre y por satélite. Esto requerirá disponer de servicios y dispositivos asequibles, disponibilidad de contenidos locales, así como las habilidades digitales necesarias para que la población se beneficie de los avances tecnológicos puestos a su disposición. La pandemia COVID-19 que estamos sufriendo ha dejado en evidencia la necesidad de dar un renovado impulso al crecimiento del sector de las telecomunicaciones. Debemos aprovechar entonces esta oportunidad para redoblar nuestros esfuerzos en eliminar la brecha digital y poder brindar así a los que menos tienen la oportunidad de progreso y mejora social que viene de la mano de los modernos servicios de comunicaciones. Estimados colegas, América Latina y el Caribe se vieron fuertemente afectados por la pandemia mundial. Y aunque la situación ha mejorado, hay varios grupos vulnerables que están en riesgo, incluidos los que viven en asentamientos abarrotados o en comunidades remotas. Las telecomunicaciones tienen el poder de actuar como una tecnología habilitadora que puede beneficiar tanto a la sociedad como a la economía. Las telecomunicaciones garantizan que la población tenga acceso a la información, aumenta la transparencia, facilita la vigilancia y el control de la delincuencia y la violencia, y ayuda a monitorear y preservar las riquezas naturales existentes en los mares y en los bosques de América Latina. Además, durante estos tiempos de COVID, hemos observado cómo la conectividad en el hogar ha sido crucial para el trabajo remoto y el estudio, al tiempo que la radio y la televisión han sido fundamentales para brindar información y entretenimiento al público durante la crisis sanitaria. De cara al futuro, la industria de las telecomunicaciones también puede ser vital para la recuperación económica de todas las naciones, contribuyendo a mejorar su productividad y su Producto Interior Bruto, aumentando la eficiencia de otras industrias y apoyando la creación de empleos directos e indirectos. Es nuestro papel hoy el definir las políticas y regulaciones que garantizarán que las telecomunicaciones tengan el impacto que esperemos. Os invito a disfrutar de este evento, participar en sus sesiones y espero verlos a todos mañana en la sesión que moderaré sobre la CMR 23. Muchas gracias a todos.
Mario, thank you so much for those remarks, and again, really is appreciated you being with us. I think I can't think of anyone better than yourself and Oscar to open the conference in the region. So thank you so much. And as I mentioned earlier, I know you're going to be back here with us for the session tomorrow. So we're looking forward to welcoming you back for that tomorrow. But in the meantime, thank you so much again for your remarks there. So. First of all, an apology for me before I carry on. I understand that I've been speaking a little bit too quickly for some people out there, so apologies for that. It's my English way of speaking, I suppose, so apologies. I will try and slow down, and hopefully everyone will be able to follow what I'm saying. So that concludes our opening welcome ceremony. So once again, I would like to say a huge thank you to Oscar and to Mario for their contributions there and for setting the scene so well for the conference and for the discussions that are going to follow. So thank you both very much for that. So next up, we're now moving on to a session that we are calling Make Your Introductions. So the idea for this session is to give you all a little bit more information about the platform that we're using for this event and all the different interactive areas that are available. And then we're going to invite you all to have the opportunity to try out the one-to-one networking area for yourselves, to try it out firsthand, to hopefully look to try and make some new connections and do a bit of networking before we get started with the main plenary sessions for today's event. So in a second, we are going to show you a quick video, which is going to just give a quick demonstration around the event platform and explore some of the key features, show you some of the key areas and things like that. So we're showing that very shortly. But before I do that, I just wanted to mention our exhibition area, which you can find by clicking on the bottom button on the left-hand menu bar on your screen. So we have 7 different organizations who are exhibiting at the event this week. All of these will have stands which are going to be available for the whole duration of the week. We have SOA, we have GSMA, we have Global VSAT Forum, Huawei, Intelsat, LS Telecom, and Nokia. So a good variety of different organizations who are exhibiting throughout the duration of the week at the event. The exhibition stands, as you go in to see there, you'll see there's a mixture of different videos, of position papers, some white papers that have been produced particularly for the conference and released directly for the event, and a number of other exclusive bits of material. So please do make sure that you take the time to check those out. As I said, they are going to be live for the duration of the event, so plenty of time to go and check out the different exhibition stands at some point during the event. So as I mentioned, next up, I would like to show you a very quick video that we've prepared just to give you a quick demonstration of the different areas on the platform. So we'll run that now, and hopefully that'll be useful to enable you to make the most of your time with us. So here's the video. So hello everybody, and on behalf of all of us at Forum Europe and Forum Global, a very warm welcome to the Global Spectrum Series 2020. Now, all of the events this year are, of course, going to be taking place in a slightly different format to normal. They're all going to be taking place virtually and online. So because of that, we've just put together this very short video to show you a little bit more about the platform we're going to be using for the event, and hopefully to enable you to make the most of your time with us during the conference. So you can see on the screen here the first page that you'll find when you first enter the platform. This is the reception area. Think of it as the main landing page for the event. You can find general information about the conference, all the logos of our sponsors and partners, and crucially, the schedule for each day of the conference and the sessions that will be taking place. Now, on the left-hand side of the screen, you can see the main menu, which directs you to the different areas for the conference itself. So you have, first of all, the stages area. So you can see all the stages, all of the sessions, the plenary discussions, the panel debates. They will all be taking place in the stages area. So you can use that area to navigate through to the different sessions that will be taking place. The next area down is the Have Your Say area and the more interactive area of the platform. So you can see here there's some public meeting rooms that you're able to use. And you will also find that during the conference, we're going to have a number of sessions where you will have the opportunity to bring your audio and your video feed live, the Have Your Say sessions there. So you can do that by clicking on the button in the top corner and then accepting all the settings. And as you can see, I've been brought live onto the session, and we have the chance to be part of the debate in that way. Now, one of the ways that this platform may differ from some of the other platforms that you've used for online events is some of the interactive areas that we do have available. And the first ones of those that I wanted to show you is the networking area. So as you can see, you can navigate to that using the third icon down on the left-hand menu. Go into there, you click on the ready button. That will then automatically link you with another person who is also using the site. You can see I've been linked with my colleague James here. You can then have a brief conversation, and as I've just done there, click the connect button to share contact details and virtually exchange business cards. Now, there's also actually a second way that you can also network with people on the platform, and this one's a bit more targeted. So you can use the menu bar on the right-hand side to view the list of attendees, to view everybody who is participating at the event. You can then scroll through the people who are actually on the platform, find maybe a contact that you want to connect with by clicking on them, as I'm going to do very shortly now. You can then send them messages, send one-to-one messages, and actually click on the link there to set up a one-to-one video area. By doing that, you see, I then would just click on the menu to bring my audio and video feed live, and I am then able to connect with my colleague Lula and have a one-to-one private video chat with her. So moving back now to the left-hand menu, and the final area I wanted to show you is the exhibition area. So here you can find the information on all our different exhibitors, and you can find videos, presentations, different demonstrations they're giving. Click on the individual stand, and you can see all of the information for that exhibitor by accessing that area there. So please don't forget to do that and check that area out at some point during the event. Finally, I just wanted to come back and talk a little bit more about a couple more of the interactive areas. So during all of the sessions, you will find on the right-hand side, both the chat area is available for general comments, for questions for the speakers, so please do post those in there. And we will also be running polls, which you can access using the tab on the right-hand side there, and you can vote on the different polls that are up there, which will then be brought into the discussion by the moderators during the event. So that's just about it. Thank you again for joining us. If you have any questions at all during your time with us, then please do not hesitate to contact any one of my colleagues using the chat function on the right-hand side of the screen. And we really look forward to the event, and thank you again for joining us. So I hope that was useful. Just a quick demonstration of some of the different areas on the platform. And if you did want to watch that video again, or share it with any colleagues, or have a recap on those different areas, there is a link you can find in the main reception area, which will also enable you to watch that video. So please feel free to do that. So we now have around about 25 minutes or so left until the start of the next session. So we'd like to invite you to use that time for a short networking session. So as we mentioned in the video, you can navigate the different areas of the platform using your menu down the left-hand side. You can check out the exhibition area. As I mentioned, we have the 7 different exhibitors in there. And also, we would please recommend that you do try out the networking area. So if you click on the networking button, as we said in the video, you'll then be able to be connected to other people on the platform and hopefully make a few new connections. So we have 25 minutes or so, as I said, for that. Please do go and make use of those areas of the platform. And then we will be back here on the main stage at 10 a.m. Bogota time for session 1, which is going to be focusing on powering the 5G future. So back here in 25 minutes. But until then, thank you all so much. And I hope you enjoy the networking area on the platform. Thank you.